In 1944, Nazis catch Indiana Jones and Oxford prehistorian Basil Shaw as they endeavor to recover the Spear of Longinus from a palace in the French Alps. Astrophysicist Jürgen Wahler illuminates his bosses the spear is phony, however he has found portion of Archimedes' dial, an Antikythera system worked by the old Syracusan mathematician Archimedes which uncovers time gaps, taking into consideration conceivable time travel. Indy escapes onto a Berlin-bound train loaded up with stole from relics and liberates Basil. He acquires the dial piece, and the two jump from the train not long before unified powers wreck it. A quarter century after the fact, in 1969, an old Indy is resigning from tracker school in New York City. His better half, Marion Ravenwood, has as of late passed on him and petitioned for lawful detachment because of Indy's downturn after their child Mutt was killed in the Vietnam War. Indy's goddaughter, paleontologist Helena Shaw, out of the blue visits, asserting she needs to explore the dial. Indy cautions that her late dad, Basil, became fixated concentrating on the dial prior to surrendering it to Indy to obliterate, which he won't ever do. As Indy and Helena recover the dial half from the school chronicles, Wahler's accessories assault them. The CIA helps Wahler, presently working for NASA as Dr. Schmidt. Helena, uncovered as a relics runner, flees with the dial to sell it on the bootleg market. Indy is outlined for two partners' killings, constraining him to get away from through the Apollo 11 moon landing march, then, at that point, an enemy of war fight. He searches out his close buddy Sala, presently a New York taxi driver. Sala deduces Helena will probably sell off the dial in Tangier, then assists Indy with escaping the country. At a Tangier lodging, Indy disturbs Helena's unlawful confidential closeout, yet Wahler and his cohorts show up and take the curio. Indy, Helena, and her youngster companion Teddy Kumar pursue them through the roads in a tuk. The CIA catches Wahler after the US government repudiates him for denouncing any and all authority, yet his companions murder the specialists and take their helicopter. Indy, Helena, and Teddy trail Wahler to Greece and collaborate with Indy's close buddy Ronaldo, an expert ocean jumper. Directed by Basil's examination, they jump to an old Aegean Ocean wreck and recover a Graphicos tablet containing headings to the dial's other half. Wahler shows up and murders Ronaldo. Indy's gathering departures and heads to Sicily, sought after by Wahler. Inside the ear of Dionysus' sinkhole, Indy and Helena find Archimedes' burial chamber, the dial's last part, and a 20th century wristwatch on Archimedes' skeletal arm. Wahler shows up and catches Indy, injuring him. Helena and Teddy departure and pursue Wahler. Subsequent to reassembling the dial, Wahler uncovers his arrangements to time travel back to 1939 to kill Adolf Hitler and assist with driving Germany to triumph in the Second Great War. At a landing strip, Wahler enacts the dial and finds an opportunity crevice overhead. Indy is held hostage on Wahler's taken plane while Helena hides away through its arrival gear. Teddy follows them in another plane. While moving toward the crevice, Indy understands that mainland float might have modified the timetable directions. As opposed to 1939, the gathering shows up at the attack of Syracuse in 212 BC. The fighting armed forces destroy Wahler's plane, accepting it as a mythical beast. Indy and Helena parachute out not long before the plane accidents, killing everybody on board, while Teddy lands securely. Archimedes tracks down Wahler's body and wristwatch in the destruction. He gives Indy the dial yet keeps the watch. Indy and Helena discover that Archimedes made the dial to bring clients from what's to come through gaps that lead just to 212 BC. As the crevice breakdowns, Indy needs to stay behind, feeling he doesn't have anything to get back to. Helena, dreading a period catch-22 and reluctant to abandon him, thumps Indy oblivious. Back in the present, a recuperating Indy stirs in his condo. Helena, Teddy, Sala, and Marion are there also. As every other person passes on to give them protection, Indy accommodates with Marion.